Hello, Mr. Mel.
Hey, how you doing?
If you could do us a favor and turn around, put your hands up.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
my pleasure.
I'll be patting you down and looking through your belongings. So
Absolutely.
where did you get that Glock, sir?
Fucking question. What the hell?
I'm just going to take a picture of your belongings.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you better just document
Huh.
that stuff stowed away and all the.
I don't know what that's about.
Wait, what do you have?
A Glock.
Should I take a look at the Glock and his phone?
Look.
Huh.
Joey.
You can have that. Weird that they would just let me keep that in my drawer waiting for me when I got
I
out.
really bother.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got a broken Glock and a phone from him, so...
Okay.
put you
Yeah,
into
we'll steal that later. Yeah, just get him in cuffs.
Hey, 702.
You got a
Alright.
phone, huh?
Unit, do you want me and 705 to be in?
Okay,
Yeah, lethally.
we'll be
Bus.
making you all go up the bus.
Behind or the bus. Your choice.
Okay.
Are we ready?
I'm gonna be on the bus.
Just
Yeah, let's
driving the
do
bus.
All right, let's get this puppy on the road.
What?
How do you feel today, Mel Rickenbacker? Ecstatic, I suppose.
Took over the prison.
Is what it is.
Yeah, with Molotovs and M4s.
Holy shit!
You ready, Jerry?
Oh,
There
Yeah,
you
we
go.
tried to secede. We held the prison down for like 4 days.
oh wait, which part of prison was
And
seceded?
look what brought you.
The whole thing.
All of it?
Yeah, it's very
DOC
much a
wouldn't
thing.
even DOC wouldn't even come on duty.
PD, we all ready to roll out?
That's why Tessa's on my parole board. I held a rifle to the back of the warden's head and said if she
you're
wasn't,
good to go.
or I'd kill him. So he made
we're
it
good.
happen.
10-4.
All right, 736 plus
Well, away we go.
1076 courthouse.
Wait.
I hope they're shooting again like last time we were in the bus.
I'd rather there not be.
I don't know if anyone cares anymore, Jerry, and that might be a good thing. We might be pretty
okay.
under the radar here.
Okay, so we're gonna take.
Okay, they said they're shooting at the
I think it's
courthouse
probably best we're
already.
gonna take it down. Take the.
Well,
Elgin
shit.
There's
exit,
always something going on at the
Take
courthouse.
Haywick all the way down.
I like it when I feel blood pouring out of my head, and I hear it hit the canvas with that little sound the blood makes when it hits the canvas.
Prune gang back like a motherfucking lockdown. Police screaming, hey Mel, put the Glock down. Probably catch a charge, reckless driving when I zip down. Elgin, Las Lagunas, maybe Vinewood, maybe Jamestown. We own any fucking street around this town, and we put you straight down 6 feet in the ground. No embellishing, no 5'11 shit. Man, I take another hit and another. Fuck your auntie, fuck your mother, kill your cousin, shank your brother. Man, there ain't no fucking other. Goes down on that pillow, bitch, I smother you while you laying in that bed. Connected, respected, fucking resurrected. Prune gang revival tour. What is old may never die. We stay cold, you soft, you tight. Now put them hands up in the sky. Geriatric flow. Catch me chillin' with your main hoe. Catch you lacking, bitch, you slow. Your jump be cracking toe to toe. Dust is clacking. Why you laying down there on the fucking floor? Color scheme mean on the scene. Fucking lime green. Mean fucking jean with the fishy drip. Salmon pink. Gladys baby blue. Wear the crown at for the queen. Spit some fucking weird shit. You know we keep it obscene. We ain't fucking family friendly. We ain't brand safe. Now go get the fucking safe. Before I hit you with this cake. Put you in your fucking place. No, I do not fucking race. But I hit the fucking weights. Deadlift a fat bitch. Drop her down on your face. 2019 Fiona crushing up on your head. Now you bloody, now you wet. Ain't no redemption for you if you fuck with me or my crew. Call us old man, what you think we gonna do? Hey, judge, write this down. Self snitch, bitch, I'ma fucking murder you. Prune gang revival tour. What is old may never die. We stay cold, you soft, you tight. Now put them hands up in the sky. What you got up on your plate? Whole team eating.
Your Honors, Mr. Braun is suspended at the moment.
Ah,
So, yeah. It's a thing. So, yeah, Miss Sanders and I are are going to be offering our services to Mr. Rickenbacker today.
Ooh, I would
Once the
appreciate
transport
that.
arrives.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, this is a Prune gang OG.
Oh, OG, okay.
Yeah, super like 5-year-old OG. I'm gonna get my pizza
there
out
he
of
is.
my room. Oh,
Oh,
Mel!
Here we are.
Mel! I look like you.
DLC, you guys suck.
What's Mel doing here?
I like your new sense of style. Hey, Doug, what's going on?
Who's this other guy?
Yo, dog.
I'm Al.
Oh, this is Jerry. He helped.
Hi,
Jerry.
Oh, hey, Jerry.
I'm Jerry, geriatrics.
Are you?
I know.
Oh,
I'll never let you
you
hurt
were the
James
bloke.
Randal again.
Yeah.
What are the blocks?
Oh, he's not a block. Why don't
Hi,
he just
Mel,
talk
you're,
factory?
you're looking good, buddy.
Hey. Hello. Not too sexy, Sheriff.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Jimbo.
Hey, Nana.
My name is Samantha Sanders. We spoke a couple months ago.
Oh, how are ya?
Unfortunately, doing well now that I'm actually barred.
Oh, hey, look at you.
Yeah, so I do apologize about that.
Hey.
Mr. Braun will not be making it.
That's
So
fine.
if you would like, if you're okay with that, I'd like to enter as your counsel for this role.
Absolutely. I think we'll be fine.
I think so too. I don't see any issues outside that Tessa was retweeting that they wish you got the death penalty. But
Oh,
Yeah, very
Huh.
true. Yeah, just.
well,
Yeah.
you know,
if they
beggars
are,
can't be
you know,
choosers.
cool.
You know,
Just not
because like,
Yes, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, just a little joke. Yeah, I
Maybe-
specifically requested Tessa be on the parole board.
I remember.
Hey, James, if you come any closer, I'll cave your skull in.
Perfect. I have this on my bingo card.
Hello.
This is perfect.
Oh, we can run away.
Please don't do that, Jerry.
What's that?
You know,
What's that?
this is us trying to get you out of prison legitly.
well,
Let's not mess it up, okay?
Okay, well, if we don't get out legitimately, we'll run.
Mr.
Well, I advise you not to, but you know, I mean, you are, you know, a free individual with, you know, your choices.
Oh, she
and
said you're free.
everything.
You're free to go.
No, no, no,
Free.
no,
Said
free
you're free.
individual to make choices, even if I don't agree with them.
pay Mel to kill you, James.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say hi to my son real quick.
I'm going to be
Well,
bringing
just
up the
remember
point that you
tits,
guys
Mel.
have.
Do
I'm
you
going to be bringing.
have all
Hey.
parties for both sides here?
Hey, Mel.
Hey,
I'm
thanks
doing
for
One side.
Courthouse drawings.
thanks for
Defense is
visiting me
good.
like,
Thanks
twice.
for being awake when I visit you.
What the hell?
You fucking bear.
You can talk.
You
You
were
can talk.
hibernating the
You
whole
can
time.
talk to the fucking guards. They wake me up. Don't fucking.
Yeah, I do.
You could have done
You're a
more.
deep sleeper. They thought you were dead every
I'm
time.
I'm the one in fucking prison. You could have done more.
How you doing,
Was it really their prison?
Who the fuck are
Or was
you?
it a prison on the outside without you? You ever think about
Who the
that?
fuck are either of you? Who are these people?
Press, you
This is
good?
Mama. This is James Randall.
I know James.
Randall.
I skull fuck him. Not literally, figuratively.
Don't you remember?
Nobody's
What? When?
We've met
Sure,
before.
they're fun.
Hey, hello.
Do
Hello.
you want to start? Then?
Hello.
Eugene, I like your scent. I like your new style. You look. Do something different with your hair.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I combed it onto the left side instead of the right today.
That's good.
Wow.
It's better.
Fuck you, James. You
shaved his pubes.
Fuck you.
Yes,
We've,
James is
got quite
improving,
the
Mel.
audience today.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So is Osvaldo.
Oh,
What happened, Jerry?
who's Osvaldo? Do I know you?
Well, I don't know.
You-
Other
you
people.
have
Yeah,
a-
you
you
call
have
on my
a-
show, my radio
big
show.
lump
Don't know
on
if
your
Big
Oh,
Mama
that's
is
you?
improving or not. I haven't do.
Yeah, it's me.
Huh? Holy shit!
yes, you were
I've
on
never
the
seen
phone.
you.
I also called
Holy
you
shit.
once in Spanish and ended up the
Oh,
phone
I'm
call
sorry.
in English. I think you liked it.
Thigh-high boots before?
Want
We
some
can't
Coke,
really
Mel?
Jesus Christ, I remember that.
Which side is
Oh
which,
my
and then
God,
like,
yes.
yeah.
Everywhere it's supposed to
Hey, hey, James. Maybe we
What's wrong
just
with you, Mel?
don't talk.
What the hell?
I'm so confused.
You push me one more time,
Whoa!
I'm shoving you in the ass.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Hey,
Whoa!
would you like a milkshake?
Why is there a man sitting
No.
up here? Bring his ass back.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't hear you
Who are
because
you?
of everyone else is yelling.
Oh, I'm Mama.
Mama.
We've met before.
When? Refresh my memory.
Oh, I gave you a ride. You told me that I can hire you to kill anybody of my choosing free of charge.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Everybody to settle down and get ready.
While they were talking.
It's nice to see you again.
But amongst
Yeah.
yourselves.
I'm glad you're healthy.
Millions,
Cool,
you're
cool.
Like you're one of us.
Oh yeah, you can take care of it.
Excuse me.
Fuck you, Jabe.
Well, don't step in front of her.
You look good, dog.
Jesus Christ.
You look real good, man. You all right?
Sit in the chair or something.
Yeah, he's a block now.
Yeah.
I'm a block now, dog.
Hey, man.
Like you're up here.
Hi, Mom.
What's all over
I'm
you?
on TV.
What's going on?
Again.
Oh, I got bear pox.
Hello.
Oh, man.
infected.
Sorry.
Hi.
James, do that again.
I'm dying.
You don't know.
took my son.
No, Mel.
Stop.
Stop.
It's funny. I get it.
Stop.
James.
My ears, please.
All right. You guys done back there yelling and fist fighting?
I'll fist Mel.
Noted.
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
Thank you.
James,
Mel's.
I told you if you came any closer, I would bounce your head off of this fucking desk until you stopped making sounds.
Well, I'm gay.
Mr. Randall.
Oh, never
Mr.
mind
Randall?
then. Have a lovely day.
Mr. Randall, why are you on this side of the bar? You need to go to the other side of the bar,
James, what are you
please, sir.
saying?
Hey, Carter.
Hey, wait.
Nope, over there.
For
that comment.
Is Melon James around at the same time?
Yes.
Anyway.
They're two different people. Why wouldn't they?
Two different people.
We're gonna go ahead and.
Oh, old people look alike, Carter.
Oh, that's wow. That's not what I'm saying.
We're gonna go ahead
Fucked up,
and
Carter.
begin this
That's not what I'm
parole
saying.
hearing. All right, everybody, listen up. Actually, can I have a judge or someone go back there, and if people are yelling, just kind of, I don't know, hit them with the clipboard or something, or tell us so we can give them contempt. There has to be like a light amount of talking to be expected. I'm not expecting everybody to stay silent because that's unrealistic, but just make sure that, you know, you're not talking at a level that's going to interrupt, you know, myself, any of the other judges, any of the other individuals on the panel, or interfere with the prosecution or defense, because they also need to be able to hear and pay attention. If you do want to have conversations, I definitely recommend going up to the top portion where you can still watch, but, you know, your conversations aren't going to interrupt anybody else. With that, if there is conversation that does interrupt people and we have to stop to tell, you know, the peanut gallery to hush up, I will be issuing out contempt. Just want to make that very clear. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start with the statement of claim for why we are here today. And I will go over, you know, the order in which you do things because it's a little bit different than your standard trial. All right. Statement of claim. Pursuant to the People v. Mel Rickenbacker et al., the defendant, Mr. Rickenbacker, and defendant, geriatrics, because these are two merged parole hearings, is now eligible to be heard on parole consideration. Defendant has requested that Tessa Lamb represent the park rangers on his parole board. During the People v. Mel Rickenbacker, Mel was found guilty of 3 times attempted murder of government employee, 1 time attempted murder of government employee, as well as 1 time criminal possession of a firearm. Hold on, I don't think these charges are correct because there was a murder charge on there. Am I accomplice? Oh, sorry. 3 times accomplice to attempted murder of government employee, 1 time accomplice to murder of government employee. Apologies, I read that incorrectly. Give me 2 seconds. I need to pull up Mr. Geriatrics charges. Those were yours, sir.
Oh no, I was not an accomplice. I did that.
Oh, thank you. Marked it off my bingo for me. Okay. We also have a Mr. Geriatrics here who is also eligible for parole. Yes, that's you. With the cornrows back there. Sorry, the dreads. We have 3 times accomplice attempted murder of government employee, 1 times accomplice to murder of government employee, and 1 times criminal use of a firearm. All right, both these 2 gentlemen are up for parole. This means that they've been serving several years in prison, and we are here today to determine if they should be released from their stay in Bolingbroke. How this is going to go is we're going to go ahead and hear from the prosecution. They're going to go ahead, present their case, you know, bring forth any witnesses, you know, anyone affected by the crimes, officers involved, that sort of thing. We're going to hear their testimony, and then we're going to go ahead and hear the same from the defense. We're going to hear why he should be eligible for parole and any conditions that should go along with it.
All right.
Have any questions before we begin?
Just for simplicity, Your Honor, is this kind of like a sentencing hearing then, but for parole instead? All right. I wasn't sure.
Yep. And it's basically the same thing. Instead of determining what kind of sentence someone gets, we're determining, you know, they've already received their sentence. We're just determining if they should, you know, continue that sentence or if they should be released. And if they are released, on what terms. Does that make sense? Pretty simple stuff. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All All right. Before we go ahead, do we have any motions that need to be made?
Yes, Your Honor. Defense would like to motion for appearance for Samantha Sanders as counsel for Mel Rickenbacker.
Okay. Do we have anything from the prosecution? Any comments? Any counter motions on that?
Ooh, I wasn't going to say anything until you opened it up to comments. No objection, Your Honor. That makes it easier for us.
Okay. Perf. All right. Motion granted. All right. I kind of left this bit out. I apologize. I haven't done one of these in a while. Like I said, we're going to have the prosecution speak, and then we'll have the defense. The defendants will obviously have a chance, and then hopefully if this doesn't go past like 3 hours or something like that, by the time we get done with the defense, we could open the floor for people from the gallery to comment as well, make comments for the defendant on behalf of him or against him. But like I said, if we're running into like, some time constraints where we've been here, for 3 or 4 hours, something like that, we may limit that a little bit. So I just want to make you guys aware that I do want to open up the floor. But again, if it takes a long time, we're going to go ahead and not do that. But let's get started. Let's go ahead here from the prosecution.
I'll crack the bottle cap off for the prosecution, Your Honor, before opening the floor to everybody else.
Perfect.
Hi, Mr. Bundy.
Hi, Jerry. It's good to see you again.
I had a fun ride from the apartments.
I'm glad, buddy. Thank you, Your Honor, parole board members, people of the court. On August 22nd, 2022, Mel Rickenbacker and geriatrics were sentenced to life imprisonment with the possibility of parole. Mel's situation, if I'm not mistaken, was after 50 years, and Jerry's was after 30. The people do recognize that it has been 233 years since this court issued that sentence. And although the people will be requesting this court to enforce its option to decline the parole of both of these individuals, I do realize that's a tall order. However, I would like to paraphrase words that have been said by boards and judges or justices making decisions similar to, if not identical to, those we request that you make tonight. Mel Rickenbacker nor geriatrics' victims will ever get parole from them. I want to let that sink in. Wesley Arnold will never get parole from his attackers. He will never leave his watch in Radin Canyon. His colleagues in the SDSO, the San Andreas State Park Rangers, and every other officer that he had the privilege of interacting with will never hear another story about the Bible camp. They'll never hear him utter the phrase, "Praise be," whether it be in moments that we really needed it, or after small victories as a celebration. The defendants, Rickenbacker and Atrix, they asked the court today for parole from the yard of Bolingbrook State Penitentiary. A yard with a garden, an open sky, a BMX skate park, DOC, lifers, yard time, a stage for plays and performances, and, the routine, let's say, thrice weekly riots that occur. While Wesley Arnold will never receive parole from having left this world, and those he affected's hearts and minds will never receive parole from their feelings of loss and heartache. There has been, and we doubt that there will be in any statements made tonight, any statement of remorse from Mr. Atrix or Mr. Rickenbacker. Just prior to this proceeding beginning, Mr. Rickenbacker exclaimed, "I did that shit."
Whoa.
There's been no rehabilitation of these individuals whatsoever. In fact, during my last recourse with Mr. Atrix, he indicated to me that the things he had learned since he was confined within Bolingbrook was how to shank individuals, where to hide things from the Department of Corrections, how to obtain phones, and how to start riots. A member of DOC who I was speaking with shortly before coming up here indicated to me that Atrix told him either earlier this evening or earlier this week, you'll have to clarify, that should Mr. Atrix be released, that that DOC member would be murdered. Simply speaking, Your Honor, members of this parole board, there has been no rehabilitation or reformation of these two gentlemen. Further, we would point out to this court and to this parole board that Mr. Rickenbacker has already had his second bite at the apple. Almost 1 year to the date prior to this conviction, he was convicted for another homicide that he was facing the death penalty for. This state has already made the mistake of giving him parole, and it led to the death of my friend and this state's ranger, Wesley Arnold. Accordingly, the state is going to be requesting that the parole for these two individuals be denied wholesale. In the alternative, and only in the alternative, we request the strictest of parole conditions that this court could impose. Hefty financial penalties for violations, required ankle monitors and or tracking activated by their phones or banks, required reporting with the Unified Police Department, a return to jail on the commencement of so much as the smallest of misdemeanor actions. I'm not going to list every possibility out, but we request that if this board decides to go against all common sense and better judgment and grant these individuals parole, to inflict every restriction upon their person that the Constitution of this state would allow you to. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Parole Board. And praise be. At this time, I'd ask the court to allow a chance for victim impact statements from individuals who may be in the gallery who wish to make them.
Whoa, yeah, go cops! Yeah, whoa!
He told
Shut
me in
the
the car
fuck
he was
up.
going to talk on my behalf.
So, clocked on for my shift today and immediately was hissed at by.
Hello? I didn't call you up here. Who are you?
And Scott Boulderman.
Get back there.
Well, Bundy told me to come up here.
Did I tell you to come up here?
No.
Boo, DOC, you stink!
Who is that back there making comments?
James Randal, the fake security guard.
Very real.
Death penalty for outbursts?
It's not.
Can we? Hey. Can we bring back Pyres?
God, if only.
Oh, pirates.
It's
Oh,
not that
pirates.
they found James.
Oh, pyres. That's where they set people on fire, Jerry.
He's doing a really good job. He's doing a lot better the last couple weeks, I think.
I would like to bring back Bernie's. Leave it up to
They want to burn us. They want to burn people, they said.
I don't want to burn.
Who's that man standing up there, ma'am?
That is James Randal, and I don't know why they're allowing that.
No, the guy up there.
Oh, he's representing the mayor's office.
Come up before members of the public who've been affected.
Oh, well, he's
Your
not
Honor,
on
I'm
the
not gonna
panel.
pressure anybody, but I would request that they
Lang
inform me.
It's
so
Abdul.
DOC
I am never
Officer
getting out
Boulderman
of
has
prison.
indicated as
Well, as far
Where's
as
Abdul?
Mr. Braun did, he called him as a witness. Do you want to recuse him as a witness so we're not?
Not anymore, sir. He's been away for a long time.
I doubt
on Wesley's behalf.
Lang has any time to give a shit about me, but if he does, I'm fucked.
DOC who came up here without permission, you now have permission to come up here. And anyone else who wishes to speak on behalf of the prosecution, go ahead and approach Bundy, and make sure you stand in line.
So, just about 30 minutes ago, before we arrived here, I clocked in at my job. And
Now can we talk about death penalty? Holy shit.
And said, once he gets out of jail, he's gonna kill me.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I find his voice impossible.
I feel like he'd be doing the world a favor. I don't know.
What did he say?
Yeah,
What did he
that's
actually
all.
say?
I'm going back to the ranger.
He's just mad because I ratted him.
I don't know. I could not understand a thing he said. I'm gonna be honest. I think we all had trouble understanding.
Strike him from the record.
I thought he was doing a Tiny Tim impression.
I don't think I've heard a warble like that since the 8th grade.
Stricken?
Your Honor, the Supreme Overlord of the Los Santos Home Security Division, Lando, has indicated wish to make a statement on behalf of the people.
I still don't know what the last guy says though, so I can't really take that as your advisement. But this, okay. Come on up.
Hey, how's it going? It's Lando. I didn't know Wesley at all, but he wanted me to tell you guys that he loved you all. That is all. Those are his dying wishes.
Oh. Good job. Good night. Good job. Good. Nice work.
Dying declaration.
Kill me probably.
Yeah.
They're gonna get me in shit. They're gonna make me put a shirt on. No one's noticed yet.
All right. Bundy, do we have anyone else who wants to come up on behalf of the state? Okay.
Your Honor, Eternal Mayor Mickey S. would like to make a statement on behalf of the state.
Oh, absolutely. Floor is yours, former.
That explains a lot.
What does the S stand for?
The S stands for Sinclair. That's right. I am Mickey Sinclair.
Wow. Of Sinclair. I'm sorry.
See the mouse on TV?
And I am here to speak for an old friend of mine.
Don't say a word.
No. Like he's an old friend, as in like he's like.
it.
No. Like old and like the like.
Stop it.
The other, not as an adjective for him, but as an adjective for the length of time we've been friends.
Stop it.
Oh my god, I thought the mayor said I could.
What's wrong with the...
Could what?
What's wrong with old?
What?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Mickey,
Yes.
are you speaking on behalf of Mel?
No. Am I?
Are you up here for the prosecution, or are you for the defense?
I am for the defense. For Mel Rickenbacker, that's right.
Then kindly
Oh, then
step
you-
down.
step back.
It's no time for that just yet.
What? Did he just Trojan horse us?
We'll give you a chance to speak on this.
Wait. Wait. Is this for the prosecution? Oh, Bunny. Wait, sorry.
This is for the
I'm
state
here
right
for the
now.
prosecution and later for the defense.
Believe him.
Okay.
He's playing both sides, so he always comes up on top, Your Honor.
Exactly. That's what a true politician does. Exactly. Now, for the prosecution.
Dumbass.
This was an officer of the law trying to uphold the dignity and sanctity of the laws of this city, a city that I hold dearly and love dearly. These laws must be abided. We cannot have these people terrorizing, murdering our officers without first asking me if it's okay and if I like that officer or not.
Oh.
Mel Rickenbacker did not ask me if I liked this officer. What was the officer's name again, Bundy?
Wesley Arnold.
I don't know a Wesley Arnold. And because of Mel Rickenbacker, I never will.
Oh, jeez. Well, you wouldn't have liked him, Mickey. You wouldn't have liked him.
Oh.
Sorry.
It reminded me a lot of Lisa.
Sinclair.
I didn't know where he was going, but he did hit me. In
I
the
didn't
heart
think
with
about
that
it.
Last one. There's a lot of people.
Until she opened it up.
Yeah.
How was that, Bundy? Sorry, I got a little confused first.
All right.
Yeah, it's like A+ on
Who's
delivery,
next?
but you know, for lack of preparation, B-. B- on actual content.
Okay. I'm actually nervous about this one.
Your Honor, Deputy Chief of the EMS, Kiki Pendragon, would like to make a statement on behalf of the state.
All right.
Hello, Your Honor. Panel. So I do not know Mel or Jerry on a personal basis, but I know they're victims. And I have been keeping a very close eye on their victims for a while. One of them I met the day after he attacked them. And I saw what his attack did to them. And I've seen the trauma that he has put this person through, and it has... I watched him destroy a strong person. I watched him make them cry, and I had never seen that from them before. I've seen what he has done to my medics who had to treat the person that he killed. It still lingers with them. They loved Wesley as much as everyone else did. He's someone that people still talk about. They still say praise be. They still talk about him. They still visit the tower in Josiah. They still go over there. They still offer tribute. This man has done this twice now. The first time he did it, while it was someone random, it was still a person. And he clearly showed no remorse about it. He still talks proudly about it. He made a song about it. And he said he'd do it again. And he did. Almost exactly a year later. And even coming in here, he didn't regret it. He's shown absolutely no remorse for what he's done. In fact, I worry that if he gets out, he's just gonna do it again. And he's going to do exactly what he did again last time. Where he plays nicely while on parole and does what he's supposed to do and does good things and then gets released from parole and attacks someone. There's no guarantee that he'll do that, but there's no guarantee that he won't. This man is a monster. He doesn't care about people's lives. And someone like that out on the streets? You want someone like that out on the streets? We already have too many of them. Some of them are here.
Hey. Hello.
They're saying hello. They don't care.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello.
You want to put one more person like that out in the streets when instead you could keep them somewhere else away from the general populace? Maybe if he showed even an ounce of remorse or rehabilitation, but he hasn't yet. That's all.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the state has only 2 more at this time that have spoken up. Senior Park Ranger Louise Campbell would like to make a statement.
Okay. Hello, Your Honors, people of this court. Today there has been one thing that many people have failed to mention, and that is what we do for our jobs as a park ranger. One thing I can tell you about Wesley is he cared so much about the animals of this state, to the point that he took under his wing a grizzly bear that people was willing to shoot at, that was willing to kill and tranquilize while it roamed around the city. Yes, it did try to attack people, but Wesley was the only person to sit and defend that animal. And that bear came round to Wesley, and Wesley gave it a home. Now, after Wesley was murdered, not many people got to see what happened to that bear, but I was one of those people that saw it. That bear came out of its home that Wesley had made, and was so lost that it could smell Wesley, and went to Wesley's grave, and tried to dig up the person that it loved the most, as it wanted its owner back. That bear felt so lost because it had lost its owner, and that bear's never going to get that back. It's never going to get that parole, that justice. And you letting these murderers out is just letting that bear crumble away. You need to make sure they stay away forever. They don't deserve to be out along with the rest of the murders in this city. That's all I have to say.
Your Honor, Officer Tommy Malarkey would like to make a statement on behalf of the state.
Ooh. Your Honors, prior to being a police officer, I was a member of the EMS, and I was the primary emergency medical personnel on the scene of Wesley's death. What I could tell you is that the scene laid before us, the horrors in the aftermath of what transpired in that parking lot were not for the eyes of the innocent. What transpired there personally changed how I view the burger shot. A place of business turned into a place of horror. And afterwards, the response from all departments of the Unified Police Department itself showed me who Wesley was to everyone. And the amount of officers and citizens who woke up from their deep slumbers just to say their final goodbyes in that morgue truly showed me that he was loved. Wesley Arnold was a pillar to a lot of people, and unfortunately, no more people are going to be able to meet him and find out how truly wonderful of a person he was. And it's for those reasons that I ask you today, please keep this man locked up so that nobody gets to meet the horrors that Mel Rickenbacker wreaks upon this state. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, at this time, no further individuals have approached requesting to make a statement on behalf of the state, so we cede to the other side.
All right, can you speak up a bit?
I'm yelling. Here, I'll step
You're
forward.
super He said we're good. You're so far. Jesus Christ.
All right, we're good, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. At this time, we're going to open it up for the defense. If there are any individuals who are approved, obviously, by the defense attorney team who want to speak on behalf of the defense, this includes attorneys, the defendants themselves, that also includes James Randal. And then after the defense, we'll open up the floor for everyone. Okay?
When do we get to speak for ourselves?
All right. Mr. Randall, you may begin.
When you pee, do you feel it hurting everywhere it's supposed to hurt when you pee?
Wait, what?
Oh, God.
Sir?
Starting off with kidney stones?
Are you
I don't know why he's
okay?
starting off with kidney stones.
James, I think you can get rid of that if you clap it between two 2x4s.
No!
Clap what?
You know.
What? No, what? Clap what?
Well, that's why they call it the clap. Never mind.
No further claim.
Okay. Do we have any other members of the defense?
Hey, watch
team,
out,
the
buddy. Don't go
defendants
making me
themselves who
come
wanna-
now.
Oh. Hello.
All right.
Is this? Hello, is this on? Hello.
It's on.
Yeah, it's on.
Please stop.
Is it on? Oh,
Yes,
all
it
right.
is on.
Hey, my name is Eugene Zuckerberg, business owner and proprietor of Facial Bookshelf Snapchatter Spacegram and inventor of the Frisbee. Mel'S is my long-term friend. He has been a man by my side for my entire life, since the day I crucified Jesus on the rock, and we decided to push him out the next day out of the cave as we felt kind of bad for it, you know. Felt a little bit bad for leaving him in there all alone without a friend or a soul or a Frisbee, and we became friends with Jesus. And he taught us all about life and how to live a good and honest and evil and manipulative balance, you see, as there is chaotic neutral within all of us. We have before us murderers, killers, deceitful individuals, cheaters, liars, betrayers, everything, and they all belong on this side of the room and this side. There's people over here that have killed innocent individuals. Kyle Predator, ex-sheriff, murdered so many people, ocean dumped them, destroyed them, killed them. And you know what? Every single person in Cerberus backed him. They got on his side and defended him from his murders and his deceit and betrayal that he did to this fine city, and they sit there pretending like they are innocent. They are clean individuals that have never done anything wrong. They are disgusting, vile creatures that wish to banish Mel to the Shadow Realm, while they themselves should be kept in that realm of deceit and anger and betrayal. Mel is a man that has just done merely what his impulses have desired. He has lived by the coin. He flipped that coin, and that coin landed on freedom. Free Mel'S! Oh.
Welcome back, Jerry.
Hi.
Touching you,
I can
Gang.
speak for the defense if you'd
That's
like.
it, Prune Gang.
Thank you
I'll
so much
go
for
up when we
that.
run out of
Guys,
people
can I
to
speak for the
Okay.
defense too?
Yeah, of course.
All right, thank you.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay.
Pay someone to
It was
talk to me?
perfect. Okay. All right, and we have
Oh.
Mickey Sinclair up here once again, speaking on behalf of the defense.
Hello. I speak to you now no longer as the mayor, eternal mayor, speaking on behalf of the prosecution. I now speak to you as a friend of the city. Hey. What's going on, everyone? Hey. About this time, I'd pull out a chair, turn it around, sit on it backwards, you know, camp counselor style.
He's so father figure, but cool.
Yeah.
He's not speaking into the mic.
I'm kind of a cool guy. Normally, I would say fucking kill Mel. Yeah, I'd actually say put him to the death penalty normally. But my life changed. I talked to Lisa today. Now, many of you don't know who Lisa is. She taught me something. We need to listen more and speak less. I want to hear what Mel has to say. I want to listen to him. I don't want him shut away where I can't listen to him. I want to see him out and about, interacting with the people, the kids. There aren't any kids in this city. That's kind of weird. Have we ever thought about that? Where are the kids?
No, Surge Cross put something to sterilize us in the water supply years ago because the city's no place for children.
I've actually shot two. I've shot 2 children or preteens. Do those count?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. All I know is this. Mel is my friend. And I want to see him out again. Crazy, huh? That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mickey. Very nice.
I think we've learned a lot here today, guys.
And I think we've learned a lot here today.
You've made me learn a lot there.
I'll be right back.
I've learned.
Hey, Bryce Miller, adopted son of Mel Rickenbacker. It's cool. I'll wait until
I'm sorry.
the peanut gallery's done.
Sorry, we're not the peanut gallery. How dare you? Take off your glasses right now. Rude. You're not Corey Hart.
For sure. I don't know who that
Thanks.
is, but he sounds lame as hell.
Wow, you were literally just pulling an inspired look by him. So that's surprising for you to call him lame. But go ahead and continue.
All right. What's up? Bryce Miller, adopted son of Mel Rickenbacker. And I just wanted to say a couple words from Akon's Locked Up. Because visitation no longer comes by. Seems like they forgot about me. Commissary is getting empty. My cellmate's eating food without me. Can't wait to get out and move forward with my life, move on with my life. Got a family that loves me and wants me to do right. But instead, I'm here locked up. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No, I'm locked up. Mel Rickenbacker. Well, yes, he did a horrible thing. And some might say an unforgivable thing. He's been locked up. And they won't let him out. And so I'm asking you to not be them and let him out.
What the hell's Akon?
Corey Hart's Canadian Bryce.
Oh, another one.
So Akon is
Hi. I don't know Mel Rickenbacker at all. But all I have to say is I stand before you as a convicted murderer, and I can tell you that once you go through that once, you only have another time to do it. You never get past the 2-time, back-to-back murderer. There's no such thing as the 3-time. You don't go further than the 2-time. Everybody knows that. So, look at me. Look at what I've become. You heard today in this courtroom. that I, Lando, have become the supreme overlord of Homeland Security. Who's to say that once you've reached the 2-time of Mel,
How many fingers does that guy have?
you can't do something new with your life, something great for the city. I shot down a Russian spy plane yesterday.
Hell yeah.
I'm a national hero. That could be Mel, because he's not going to be the 3-peat. Nobody goes past the 2-time. That's all.
I'm gonna have to remember to have him speak for Anastasia's case. I won't speak to you about that.
Can I say something before I officially go up there?
I feel like that's the least we could do. Yes.
James Randal has killed more people in this city than anyone ever. Would anyone care to take a guess?
He's killed 5 of my kids.
He has killed 13 people.
That's not the most.
Everyone loves him.
people.
Has he really?
Thank him for
No,
his
like he's
service.
actually killed 13 people. It's on his record. He came to visit me all the time and would talk about it.
Killings press anyway.
He says it's self-defense.
As a
I think-
veteran, I would like you all to thank him for his service.
I believe 6 or 7 of those were all in one go, Your Honor. The second-degree murder sort of situation. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he shot up a
We
gun
have
deal.
permission from Jesus
Also-
Christ to do this.
Emperor Zombie, Humberto Pecorino killed 18 Dans in one hit and run.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I feel like that's up to the police to bring that forward. There's not really much I can do about that, but I guess we'll keep it in mind.
That was 2 years ago. You can't press charges.
I can do what I want, sir.
I gotta wonder how many of those were actually hemorrhoid Dans and not real Dans.
No, they were real.
Wait, what are hemorrhoid Dans?
Can you explain that to me?
Oh, yeah, they don't count as real people. They're just hemorrhoids branched off of Fingal Dan.
Wait, so he like reproduces by budding?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, so we don't typically, do anything about those ones.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
Hmm.
It's pretty disgusting. Ooh. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Defense. Do you have anyone else you would like to come up and speak, including the defendants, if they so choose?
Teeth and like hair and stuff, and eyes and lips.
I could go.
But it's in like a tumor.
Hey, wait your turn.
Teratoma.
No need to him.
You can go.
It's a lump.
Hello?
But it has teeth and eyes and stuff.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, hello.
Hello. Hi, James. I only met this man once or twice, but the one time I met him, he was driving around in a Lamborghini, and then immediately after, a box truck full of people pulled up and they jumped out and shot me down and all my friends. But the point I'm trying to make is that afterwards, he says sorry to me. And that shows remorse. I forgive you.
I had nothing to do with that. That was one of the wildest coincidences I've ever witnessed with my own 2 eyes.
But he says sorry, so that shows remorse. Thank you.
All right, hurry, Sam, go. Oh, never mind. Nope, Jerry, wait. Let us go first, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, the parole board, we today are gathered here to consider the case of Mel Rickenbacker. Mr. Rickenbacker has been convicted of a heinous crime. We urge you to consider his progress and rehabilitation while serving his sentence. It is our belief that he has taken responsibilities for his actions and demonstrated genuine remorse for the harm he's caused to the victim's family and society as a whole. In this capacity, it is of the opinion of the defense that Mr. Rickenbacker is given this one last chance to prove his rehabilitation has come.
Oh, shit.
And I do it again.
Oh, God, the aliens.
There were too many lies coming out of her mouth. Everybody got smitten.
And that was something else with all their things falling on the floor. That really drove that home.
We're going to go ahead and put this in a brief recess. We'll wait for Judge Fitzpatrick and Samantha Sanders to come back from whatever realm they have been sentenced to.
Don't worry, I have a Thanos gauntlet.
Oh my God!
Why did God
No
spare
violence.
Mel?
Back into session.
We are now back into session. Please continue.
In this capacity, it is the opinion of the defense that Mr. Rickenbacker is given this one last chance to prove his rehabilitation has come through fruition and step back into society and into his family. Mr. Rickenbacker has used this time in prison to better himself by completing various educational and vocational programs, participating in therapy-like sessions and discussions, working towards becoming a model prisoner. He has shown consistently an attempt to make amends for his past actions, at least within Bolingbroke. Everyone knows exactly how hard Bolingbroke is. As Ranger Bundy even mentioned, there are typically thrice weekly riots, assaults, attempted murders by the dozen. In this purported violence, however, the prosecution has failed to bring any evidence, notes, testimonies, or any levels of proof that Mr. Rickenbacker has produced or proceeded to join any of the riots or violence that has plagued our prison. And in good faith in preparation for his third attempt at a free life, Mr. Rickenbacker has made step by step for proof at his attempted rehabilitation. It is also worth noting that Mr. Rickenbacker has already served well beyond his original poignant portion of his sentence for his request for parole and has had no disciplinary actions or proven disciplinary actions for his incarceration. Having his parole confirmed will alleviate the stress and staffing financial burden that a member of society like Mr. Rickenbacker puts on our criminal justice system. Moreover, granting parole to Mr. Rickenbacker will not only give him a third and possibly final chance at life, but also demonstrate that the justice system recognizes and values rehabilitation. We believe that he has served a sufficient time in prison and has shown the necessary qualities to be reintegrated in society. It is only the few and far between that within San Andreas that our justice system has denied any levels of parole for the depths of crimes. If you honestly truly believe that Mr. Rickenbacker has committed the same level of crimes as Kenneth Jesperson and deserves the same level of denial for parole that Mr. Jesperson receives countless times, then our justice system truly is destructive to the lives of the people attempting to make amends and take steps to live their life. No, the lives of the people Mr. Rickenbacker took, and in his words, I did that shit, can be brought back to life. What we can do is do what we can and push towards what is good and just for the amends of the family and lives of the people with the great state of San Andreas. In Ranger Bundy's own words, I actually shot 2 kids while he's a good ranger and a peace officer. If Mr. Bundy is allowed to hurt more innocent people than Mr. Rickenbacker's victims, then how is Mr. Rickenbacker to be denied in his attempts to prove that his actions can excel beyond what we consider such a prestigious position? Therefore, we respectfully ask the parole board that you consider Mr. Rickenbacker's progress and grant him parole so that he may continue his journey towards redemption and contribute positively to society. Thank you.
Damn, that kid bit hit hard, yo.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I was peeing on the bush. Do I gotta elaborate on when I shot them kids? Because they deserved it.
Now fuck them kids.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
the
That's what
hell?
I'm saying.
Fuck them kids.
Nice.
Is there anyone else waiting to speak?
Wrong gang, we kill kids.
Guys, was there any evidence
sorry,
of
what,
him
Eugene?
doing any kind of reformation or anything on the docket?
Hello?
Yes, I was waiting for the justices to finish their discussion up there. The
Go ahead.
No, he's
Go ahead.
taking this over. I kind of want to watch him sweat a bit. So.
Oh yeah, that's great.
All right. Your Honors, representatives of the mayor's office, ladies and gentlemen in the courtroom. Mr. Geriatrics has been serving beyond 200 years in Bolingbroke for his crimes. Mr. Atrix was eligible for parole at 45 years and did not feel that he was ready yet, so he waited and he continued to serve his time until he felt that he was ready to rejoin society, and reached out to me to ask for this hearing. Mr. Atrix is always looking to better himself. He originally met Mr. Rickenbacker when he was looking for a life coach in order to improve his life, improve his standing in the city. And while he may have been misled in this incident, he does understand the severity of what he's done, and he looks forward to re-entering society to prove that he has learned from his mistakes. and is interested in proving that to the justices, to the Unified Police Department, and most importantly to himself. Thank you.
Is there anyone else wishing to speak?
Beautiful.
Go ahead,
Please
Jerry.
come forward.
Go up there again and be like, hell
Don't
yeah.
confess to anything, okay?
Hello, people. I'm Jerry, Geriatrics. How are you?
I'll call it when I get up there.
Oh.
Doing quite well.
Hi. That's good. Mr. Bundy's a liar. He only wants you to think about the bad times. You know, he didn't tell you how when I found my way out of prison, the first thing I did was I called the police. And he came and picked me up at the apartment. Not once did he tell you how he was going to speak on my behalf and how we had fun singing songs all the way up to prison and getting to know each other. He also said he would come visit me in prison to see how I was doing and if I was doing better or not, and he never did. That's not where the system has failed the most, though. He thinks that prison has stages and gardens and BMX tracks, and you're just allowed to use that whenever you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
Just
beaten
checking.
today because I had a watering can.
Oh.
A watering can that I used to get, vegetables and stuff in the garden, and it was taken away because I was told that's contraband.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when the red hair guy wouldn't sell me a phone anymore because I had my meeting today, I hissed at him. So he hit me over the head multiple times with a big stick.
Oh.
He used to be my hookup. And every time I would get something from him, I would tell the other DOC guards and they'd reward me with letting me be in the garden or something like that. But now, the regime, it's horrible. They don't let you, they wouldn't let me talk to my lawyer today. They held me in a back room, in a fenced area, and wouldn't let me do anything. All because I hissed at someone because he wouldn't give me a phone. I want to get out of there. And when I get out of there, I promise that my moms are not gonna use queef or anything like that anymore. And that I promise I'm gonna tits everything. And I refuse to cuck because I'm DTF. I just got offered a job by the gentleman in the green shirt saying that I could come join the Prunes. I don't know what that is, but you know what? It sounds promising. And I think that I'm going to utilize being a slut to get up and peg my way into success and not do this stuff again.
Admirable.
I don't know if I want to give anyone here context.
Admirable.
I
I
have
have all the context I need.
I don't think we need any more.
Admirable, man.
Okay, do you have any
A little
questions?
bit more context. What about this? Buying phones in the prison?
See, when I first got to prison, I made friends with a DOC. Her name was God, because I thought God was talking to me, but it was actually someone on the roof. And we would hang out all the time, and I would give her information about which guards were corrupt.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I had to do something. But then everyone stopped coming around. Bane got out, and Jane's gone, and it's literally just me most of the time. There was a giant cookie in there that I tried to eat, but he ran too fast and I couldn't keep up.
Jack.
Okay. All right. Well, Maximilian. Follow you.
Ooh, is there anything else?
Only if you want to ask questions.
You haven't seen Nate Shaw at all around in the prison, right? This whole time you haven't spoken to him, right?
I don't know who that is.
Great. No, good. That's great news. Good. Okay, thank you. No, nothing.
Okay. Anything else?
I believe that's all questions from us.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Shit. Is there anyone else wishing to speak?
Mel, if you want to, it's your turn.
Please come forward.
Go up there and suck.
You go, Mama? That's fine. I'll just go fuck myself with it.
Hello. I'm Mama.
Hold on, I want to hear from the defendant.
Nah, I'll go last.
Okay.
Mama, go get up there. Get your ass up there. Get your portly, oversized ass up there.
Oh, thank you. Shit.
You're welcome.
That's a huge bitch. Hello. Can I talk?
Hi, Mama.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh well, yeah. I've only met Mel over there like a few times, like maybe one time. I gave him a ride. He was really nice about it. He wanted to pay me back, but I didn't want anything to pay. I didn't want anything. It was just a charity, I guess. And you know what he did? He gave me. He told me that I could target anybody I want, and he would, execute him. That is all.
Thank you.
I forgot to talk about the woman that we all killed with the microwave.
Oh, I've got that plan. Don't worry.
If you want.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
welcome to come back to the stand.
Yeah, I got some notes on that.
Oh, you got that? Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you go up there and suck.
If you want to come up, Mr. Mel.
Yeah, all right. Jesus Christ, you run like a child.
Thank you.
Hello?
Yes, it's on.
Hi.
We can hear you.
I'm Albert Rickenbacker. I've been in the city of Los Santos for roughly the past 5 years, half a decade.
My name is
I don't
James
care.
Randal.
I don't care. I'm not.
Not now, Mr.
I've
Randal.
never cared. I won't ever care. No. Don't care.
Dumbass.
No. It's good of you all to give him something to do with his time. God knows he wouldn't be of use to anyone anywhere. I've done a lot of horrible things in my time. I've done a lot of horrible things for very, very few good reasons. It's a long list. I once helped a guy named, names aren't important. It's not an indictment. I helped this guy kill this girl, and then her mother came to town looking for her. So we stole a taco truck and sold her to her mom. I think her mom died too. There was that Zach Rat kid. That's the one who I got the death penalty for. He called me old, so I shot him in the face. I killed a man that you all know and many of you loved, named Wesley Arnold, via a vitriolic pistol whip to the side of the head, because a woman named Linda dared me to. However, in my testimony regarding that, I managed to turn all of Linda's allies against her, which ultimately resulted in her untimely death. So, technically, if you look at it that way, Wesley's been avenged.
Microwave. It was really the napalm.
Wesley's been avenged. The woman who started and caused all of this by sending me off the edge, she's dead as a doorknob. And doorknobs are real dead. I paraded a crack addict around dressed as a dead police officer. I charged people admission to poke the body. I dragged Gladys Berry through the mud, got her involved in all this Wesley Arnold bullshit. I've kidnapped profound amounts of people. I've told people to stab police officers while screaming, "This is politically motivated," in an effort to get them charged with terrorism. I scammed noted multimillionaire YouTuber Markiplier out of roughly $1,200. I've stolen countless people's shoes only to dump them on the side of the road or throw them at people. I told an impressionable young man named Dick that, quote, stabbing Joe Kane was a normal thing to do, which resulted in Dick being shot by Frank Williams in defense of Joe. Excuse me, this was Joe Kerr. He died. That man, Dick, died. I set a professional wrestler on fire at the apartments before that was as big of a deal as it is now. The apartments, not the setting someone on fire.
A lot of this.
I've used my seemingly unending connections to survive the death penalty. Turns out all I had to do was ask the mayor nicely to spare me. I stabbed Tessa Lamb the moment I got off parole for that aforementioned murder. I ground up Kevin Whippaloo's corpse like 5 minutes after he died into cheeseburgers and gave them out to all the people in the city for free so that everybody could have a part of that dumbass in them. The point I'm making here is I'm tired. I'm tired. And I've done a lot, you know? And I've answered for it. That prison, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the cops are just no longer capable of arresting people. Nobody goes to jail. I've been in borderline solitary for so long that I've lost track. And I've lost count. And I've lost a whole lot of who I was. And I'm not asking for your sympathy. And I'm not asking you for pity. I'm just telling you, I'm over it. I'm tired. I'm done. And you know what? I'm getting too old for this shit. Thank you for your time. I just want to go home and watch TV or something.
Okay. Thank you. Was there anyone else wishing to speak?
Wow. I think I got all of that down.
Can I say something?
Go ahead. Come to the podium.
She's from the enemy side.
Uh-oh.
Mind, this is for the defense side, but we will be opening the floor up for
Okay, I can
commentary
wait
after
for
the
that
defense
then.
side.
I
Okay,
can
I
wait
just
for
want
that.
to get clear.
Miss Daniels?
Anyone else for the defense? Mr. Randall, anything else?
Kelly?
I think he's good.
Hey, Mel.
Blind fuck.
Well, no, I'm just so rich.
Attorneys, is there anything else?
We're confirming with our
Alright,
clients.
fine.
Mr.
Yeah, I would like
Get
to
up
say something. Hi,
Go ahead.
my name's Osvaldo Pingafria. I've met Mel twice. You know, he calls on my radio show a lot, and I think he sounds really reformed. He wants to help me build fireworks, and showcase it around the city. So I think that's really good. And also, James Randal
Hold
killed
on,
5
like a
of...
dragon firework?
Yeah.
Like a dragon firework, like
Yep.
Gandalf?
Yeah.
Oh,
I hate
sick.
Lord of the
Okay,
Rings.
sorry. I can...
What?
I literally hate you so much as a person.
Lord of the
Holy
Rings is
shit,
so
don't
overrated
even
and
fucking
boring.
say these words.
It's so goddamn boring. Why do I care about 4 people running around for 3 movies? Anyways, as I was back to the topic at hand, James Randal killed 5 of my kids, and look at them over there. He's a menace. And we're gonna cry about this man killing 2 people. It's only 2. The ratio is not there. The James should be locked up, not Mel. That's all. Have a great day. Fuck Lord of the Rings.
Stop saying that.
Nice job, Osvaldo.
No.
What's Lord of the Rings?
You're really lucky that that statement is
It's a
cancelled
book
out by
and
TV
movie
now,
and
so there's a
has
canon
had
here.
several iterations.
Oh.
I was gonna go ahead and cut the line here because I'm a judge. So it's gonna be quick anyway.
Oh, Holden.
Hey.
Anyways, just to make this relevant, 200 something years, I feel like Mr. Rickenbacker's probably served his time, but that's just one man's opinion. But what I'm really up here for is, I just want to know who is that? Who is that guy?
I'm Maximilian Angel, a deputy mayor.
Oh, okay. I just knew you weren't a judge, and you don't think you're a senator.
My
so
name is
I was just curious.
James Randal.
Oh yeah, no, it was requested that we have a member from the mayor's office as well as park ranger here. So we have 2 judges, that guy and Tessa. Ranger Lamb.
Oh. Anyone else wishing to speak? Attorneys?
And scene.
Okay, no one else from the defense side then.
No, defense is done. Mr. Randall.
Okay. We can,
Oh,
we'll
Mr.
go
Randall?
ahead and, yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Randall.
Is he okay?
Give him a minute.
Okay.
A second James Randal has struck the World Trade Center. You stupid old bastard!
Oh, Quinn's here.
Okay.
Grace's day just keeps getting better.
We'll now be opening up to the floor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's wrong with James? Oh, God.
Hello, Daniel.
Ladies and gentlemen, people of this court, Mel Rickenbacker and I have gone back a long time. You see, it all started about 3 years ago when I was just right before I became an officer. I was working at the taco shop in the South Side. What nobody knew was that I was undercover the whole time, gaining information about that taco shop. I found out a lot of information about that taco shop, and one day, while snooping around there, Mel Rickenbacker found me. You may ask yourself, Dan, what did Mel do? I'm going to tell you. Later that evening, Mel got me into his Lamborghini, which was a pretty fucking cool Lamborghini, if I may say so myself, but he took me to the quarry. He looked me dead in the face. Dan Failing. You fucked up. At that moment, he took out a police-issued shotgun and shot me square in the chest with buckshot. That day, I clinged to life. But you know what? He didn't leave me out there to die in the middle of the quarry. No.
Oh, Dan. Oh, no.
He put me into his vehicle, and while he drove me back to MRPD, he made it sure to know that I would not forget that day. He took my lifeless body at the time, threw me on the front steps of MRPD, and left me there to die. In those 3 years, this individual behind me, this fucking psychopath, has murdered, robbed, maimed people. He is not your average criminal in the city. He is not the chain gang or the GGs or any of the other gangs. He's his own breed.
Prune gang.
Mel fucking Rickenbacker. A menace to society. At no point in our judicial system should it be ever okay to let somebody like this individual out on the streets of society again. Out with the public. A person who, with no hesitation, will pull out a gun and just shoot somebody cold in the streets just because they call him old. Because
Hey!
he is.
Hey!
I
Yeah,
implore
man, I just
you.
said that.
I implore you, Your Honors, is do not let this individual out. Lock him up. Throw away the key. We already have a James Randal on the street. We don't need a Mel Rickenbacker again. Thank you, Your Honors.
Right the hell, Mel, you asshole.
Eat shit, pussy.
Wow.
Although, he does have a point.
He'll be fine within a week. He's still wearing the vest.
Apologies for approaching earlier. I'm Dr. Lennon Bundy. Most people know me as a potato doctor, so I apologize.
Oh, hello, potato.
Good.
I barely know the defendant. I probably treated him. I've treated Ranger Wesley. He was very kind to me. He was a good friend to my husband, and he's told me many stories about him. I'm here to speak on behalf of somebody who, when violence occurs in this city, the victims of those violence end up in front of us, the doctors, the EMS, where we piece back together their bodies. We hold their hand while they're in pain. And the people who attack these victims have no remorse whatsoever and continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. I'd heard the defendant say that he's tired. My fellow doctors, myself, and the EMS were tired too. And I understand that everybody deserves a second chance. Wesley deserves justice. The people of the city deserve to feel safe, to not have to see me unless they want to see me at the hospital. We're tired. That's all. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak? It's now open to the floor.
Good evening, Your Honors. Good evening, everybody. I am Dr. Derek Shaw, PPMD, and I share a different view than my colleague, Dr. Bundy, which, to be fair, is quite acceptable. I have known Melba Rickenbacker for much time. I've seen the person he is on the inside. Quite literally. He's come and stabbed several times. And I've seen what he's made of. I could tell you one thing. We're all the same on the inside. What makes it so wrong to give a man like him another chance? Well, I'll tell you something. And I'll tell you this now. What happened was a tragedy. There's no denying it. But one thing should not define a person. Melbert has paid his debt to society. He has served his time. And I think we owe it to him to show that it was an exception, not the rule. To be fair, too, I'm pretty sure he's never once physically harmed another doctor. I could be wrong. I said I could be wrong. Has he harmed you, Dr. Bundy?
I'm sorry, I'm in a little bit of shock right now, Dr. Shaw, so...
Has he harmed you, Dr. Bundy? Has Melbert Rickenbacker laid a hand on you?
No, sir.
I'm not going to say that Wesley would have lived if he were a doctor, but he probably would have. Just saying.
Could have treated his own wounds.
Just saying. Arrivederci.
Is he okay over there?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, good shit, dog. Good shit.
But he forgot to eat today, I think.
Nice.
Oh, right.
Hey, Bundy.
The God of War doesn't eat. Excuse me, I have to go yell at my boss.
I don't need to eat.
I don't want to.
I'm a Catholic. I turn the other cheek. All right, go ahead.
Hi. So, okay, first, when I knew Mel on the streets, he was an absolute lunatic. He drives around in a golf cart. It's just like I'm actually surprised that he managed to kill someone.
I'm not gonna lie. I think
As
this is going
far
better
as
for
I
me than
can
you.
recall, wasn't there something in the John Doe case that said that's like if you die in the line of duty, it's kind of like you were doing your job, and that's why they only got like 5 years.
What the fuck?
Okay, who is she and why
that
are she talking?
That's not how that went.
Why is she
No.
talking?
Okay.
I would just drop that entirely.
Okay.
Imagine thinking we're subhuman.
I mean, I don't think you're subhuman, but anyway, as someone who also spent 200 years in jail and has been a cute little perfect deer on the streets, not doing any violent crimes, it's a pretty good deterrent because, like, you don't want to go back there, especially if the next time you go back there is probably going to be for life or some shit, or they might execute you. Like, you don't want that. And like, I believe in Mel's ability to understand the consequences of his actions and not do the 3-time, as Lando said.
Do not let that man leave.
Who? Who's
Unless
leaving?
he's going to the
left.
bathroom, then we need DOC to accompany him, please.
Oh,
he's
Jerry
gone.
just left.
Okay, can we have someone?
DLC, can you guys go get on Jerry?
Anyone?
He just walked past.
I'll do the
him.
job better than DLC. I'm on it. I'm on it.
I also personally think it's constitutional to hold someone in prison without the possibility of parole.
In here.
Also, I mean, I didn't want to say that.
Get your stall down. He'll be here somewhere.
We'll check the other one.
100 years is a long time for someone like Mel.
You in
I
here?
got on the seat.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Just use.
You made me get on the seat.
Just use a little bit of toilet paper to wipe it off. It'll be
I'm
okay,
not
Jerry.
Guiding him through this.
He's urinating.
He's going boom boom. Don't
Damn
worry.
Department of Corruption can't even do your fucking job. They're still searching for him. They still went into the other bathroom searching for him. They had, what the?
Yeah, he's
Let him poop.
That
in the southern
years
bathroom
is a
there.
long time, and the longer you live, the higher chance you have of dying.
Of old age.
She's saying he's old.
I'm not
He said
saying
he's
he's
old.
old, and also I'm
Don't say
afraid. The 200 years is a long time, and the longer you live, the higher.
Get back to the courtroom.
I'm going pee.
If he's got a poop or something.
Pee in the
Saying
courtroom.
he's old.
I'm not
saying
gonna
he's
pee
old,
in the
and also I'm
courtroom.
afraid.
Yeah, don't say that.
Siobhan, can I stab people if they misgender me?
No.
No.
You
Okay.
Probably should have
Hell yeah,
did
you
that
can.
with
You
us
can
before
slap
you
them.
actually walked out, Jerry.
A slap
I was
once-
just going
once,
pee.
It's known
I know,
as
but
absolute.
they were not appreciative of you walking out without permission.
That's okay. I'm just
Scared
testing the
everywhere.
reaction time.
Yes. I just
God.
I just wanted to say that I think he's learned his lesson from being there for a really long time, and if he knows that next time he goes back, it could be forever, like that's a really good deterrent. Primary source. Okay, bye.
Bless you.
Thank you. Was there anyone else wishing to speak? Please go ahead.
Hello, my name is Dr. Pliskin. I built the current medical center that we all use with my own fecal matter and kidney stones, and I built that hospital to save lives. However, there has been a astounding finding that I have found through using my grandson Trunks' time-traveling device that Rivita gave to him, his father. I managed to go back in time and find out that life actually exists past life itself. Therefore, The office of the deceased is still alive. He is within another creature in this realm, and he still lives today. He has had his retribution. He has found his space in life, and he is now living amongst another life. He is here amongst us all today, and therefore Mel should not be known as a murderer anymore. He should be known as a life giver. Mel gave this man a secondary life. This man may live again. He lives amongst us, all of us, in an organism, a single-celled organism, which will evolve throughout the years into another organism, which will announce and evolve yet again. Mel is not a killer. Mel is God.
I gave Wesley a spirit and an orgasm.
Mel spirited Wesley. And now Wesley lives inside of all of us. Thank you, Mel. The hospital thanks you.
I don't know how factual that is, but thank you.
Extremely factual, thank you very much.
Was there anyone else wishing to speak? Anyone else?
Hold on. Yeah. You know, I'm kind of not over this. You know,
Lord
Lord of the Rings fucking sucks. You hear me? It sucks. And then they made the prequel trilogy, and that shit sucked too. Okay.
I don't think this is relevant.
Fuck. The Disney's fucking good. Fuck you. Judy Hopps is thick.
Shut up, Dad. Shut up. Shut up.
Hey, no violence, sir. Put that old elderly man down.
Yes, and he did say that. He's into Judy Hopps.
Listen, hear me out.
You've never seen
If we
Zootopia?
can bring back
No.
burning at the stake. That guy.
What
the fuck is Zootopia?
Zootopia is a movie about a bunny who wants to be a cop.
That
Don't
guy.
you dare kidnap that
Very
man.
easy,
On top
right?
of the list.
Bob, get the fuck out of my way.
We can do that in Tiltress.
Osvaldo is angry
Mom,
about
are you
Lord
gonna
of
go
the
talk?
Rings.
Already
Hey,
talked.
Can I be there for
Oh, okay.
scientific recording
Yeah, he went back
purposes?
up.
You go, baby.
Okay.
Was there anything else not about Lord of the Rings or Zootopia?
Yeah.
If you don't have anything
Uh,
nice to say
What? I have.
about
nice
Lord
things
of the
to say.
Rings.
Oh, I love Lord of the Rings.
Great
I think
answer.
Osvaldo's an idiot. Yeah. Anyway.
See,
This
wait,
is why you're
wait.
not mayor. Shut up.
This
Anyway.
is why I voted for Lang Buddha.
Did he just tell a judge to shut up?
I'm not sure, but
Did
I
say
feel
shut up? No.
really good about my
He
vote
was
now.
talking to the old guy.
Yeah, I was talking to the dum dum in the back booing me. My bad. Look, yo, dog. My name be Asher Block, Littleman, Pingafria, Prune Gang. I got a lot of stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so you know, I murdered a bunch of people, and I've never been to jail for most of them. You know, so why should Mel have to be in jail anymore? You know, he's served his time. I mean, he's obviously not going to die in there, so why not just let him out? You know,
I think
he's
the
probably
issue
got a
is you
better
need to be
chance
in
of
jail
dying
too,
in the
Asher.
street than he would in jail. You know. Also, 40. If y'all know 40, she's like a house cat with a knife. Yeah, she's Mel's her number 2, right?
Oh, yeah.
Only second to Mike Block, who is pretty much dead and has been in ICU for like a
Good
month.
kid.
Yeah, well, if 40 doesn't have Mel, she only has Mike. And that is just terrible, you know? You know, no
You're
child should be
100%
raised
right
without
in the
both
wrong
parents.
direction.
That's what I believe. Yeah. Thank you.
Say a 40-year-old woman needed what?
No, 4T. 4T. She's not 40
You
years
know
old.
what?
Her name
I
is
am
40.
gonna say something, even though I wasn't gonna say anything. I just want to say that everyone deserves a second chance. I agree with what others have said that Mel's paid his debt to society. He's been in jail, and only good things can come from this now. You know, it's not like us, former prisoners are gonna band together and form a group of chaos. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. That's all I gotta say. Free Mel.
Thank you. Was there anyone else?
You know,
That
I
wasn't
got
a
a few
concern
things to
before,
say.
but now it is.
Fucking hell.
Hey, it's me, Bob, the security guard. Bob, the security guard. I'm a security guard. I don't know if you can tell. All right, great. All right, listen. As much as I love cops, and cops are great, and you should never kill cops or hurt cops. Cops are amazing. Cops can do nothing wrong. They are the most upstanding citizens of Los Angeles.
All right, suck up. Get
Wait,
to it.
first of all, most, okay? Most?
The most upstanding citizens of Los Angeles.
Who
correct.
is the most? Bob, I feel like we've had this
cops.
conversation like 17 times.
Okay, well, yeah, judges are up there.
Thank
but, like,
you.
Cops
That's all.
too. You can't.
That's all.
Right,
That's
great.
all.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Great.
Frodo,
Great. Great.
Frodo was up there.
All right.
And the mayor
But
too.
listen, as much as cops are impenetrable and perfect in every single way, DOC is the complete opposite. They are scumbags. They are. It doesn't stand for Department of Correction. It stands for Department of Corruption.
Wow.
The Department of Corruption is not here rehabilitating people. Okay. Their job is not to rehabilitate. Their job is to supervise and terrorize the inmates within the walls there. No part of being inside a prison is going to rehabilitate either one of these individuals, okay? The only way for them to be rehabilitated into society is to become part of society. Now, whether how quickly or slowly that is, based on parole conditions, whatever the fuck. But the Department of Corruption should not be in charge of supervising these individuals. Thank you very much. Fuck the DOC.
Hell
Amen.
yeah. Fuck the DOC. Except Beach.
Was he denied DOC before getting the job here?
I think he was.
Yeah, sounds like it. Because otherwise, how would he know? I think that way.
Wow.
Hello.
Oh, that's my
Hello, Your
lawyer who
Honors.
never called back.
Okay.
Why do you look like you just got unburied?
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Listen, we're not here to talk about me, Your Honors. Although I appreciate the concern. I wanted to talk about Jerry for a second. I think, there's been a lot of focus on Mel, not much focus on Jerry.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Jerry.
I represented him
Hi.
in the trial initially, and I spent a decent amount of time with him. I've got to know him, I think, pretty well. He's not a terrible person. I think, he's somewhat easily influenced, and if put out on parole and some sort of enhanced parole program, and paired up with a good influence, I think that Jerry will come out into society and be a good person. And I don't think he deserves to continue spending the rest of his life in jail. Like I said, find him a good influence, and things are going to go well for him. So just wanted to make sure someone spoke on his behalf. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, free the other guy too.
Was there anyone else?
I don't suppose I'm allowed to say anything.
I don't know. Are you?
Probably not.
We'll talk after, and we can announce things. to the group
Okay,
after.
so
Tessa, if you want to
my
talk about the
name's
announcement,
John. I'm the
we'll have the
deputy warden up
announcement at the end so you can speak.
at the
For
prison. I
everybody's
just want
file.
to clarify one thing from what Jerry said. That watering can we supposedly wouldn't let him have was a shiv that he was using to stab guards. So he's a bit of an idiot. That's all I got.
He's lying. They took everything.
Department of Corruption.
They took everything. They took my can. They took my pipe. They took everything.
Excuse me, Bane.
My plastic pipe, not like a metal pipe. They took everything and wouldn't let me talk to a lawyer.
Not.
That sounds
Not
like
letting
great
people
grounds
talk
for a
about
civil case, but not really anything we can address at a parole hearing.
Well, they beat me
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
this too.
Yeah, again, really great things for a civil case, not really
Okay.
applicable here right now.
She's coming in again.
You're gonna make her sad.
I don't care.
Well, if there's no one else wanting to speak.
I just want to say something. If I was so bad, I wouldn't have told DOC where I was when I just walked out of prison twice. Once today and once a couple weeks ago. Both times I turned myself in and I reported. I played peekaboo with the DOC over there in a bush. He came running up looking for me and I'm like, peekaboo, and then I ran right back with him to prison. He didn't even have to tase me or anything. These guys are full of lies and they just want to destroy my life more. Thank you.
All right.
I got some clarifications to make on some of these statements.
No, thank you.
All right, so that first kid that I shot, he was holding some EMS hostage. I think it was Riv. He was holding him hostage with a hatchet, and I told him, if you put the hatchet down, we'll give you little tokens to go gamble in the casino. And then when he put it down, I shot him in the head with an M14.
Wait, hold on. He put it down like
Yeah,
you told him to?
yeah, he put it down like I told him to, and then I neutralized the threat immediately.
Yeah, by shooting him in the head, not like the kneecap or something to like disable.
God,
or
no,
maim
this
him, like,
isn't
in
a goddamn Bruce Willis movie. I'm shooting to neutralize the threat. I'm not shooting to disable. Shooting to disable is just as bad.
Buddy, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Eugene told me that since I've been in prison, James Randal apparently like joined Prune Gang and has changed the slogan to Prune Gang Kill the Children. You ever need like something to do if the cop stuff doesn't work out, you should call James or Eugene.
Oh, okay, I'll give them a call. The other one was that Jimmy kid. He had just shot up the hospital and he was running away with his hands up like that was going to stop me. But it did, and I shot him anyway because he refused to comply. So they both deserved it. Also, Lord of the Rings is the best high fantasy film genre that's ever actually been produced. Peter Jackson's a genius, and as Valdo lost my vote for the next time he runs, I can't tolerate it.
anymore. Oh my god, they said it was unfilmable and Peter Jackson.
What about how you said you were going to Bundy?
That's
Yo, Bundy, I'ma hype you up in the crowd, but what the fuck was that?
AKA Jaws 3D, and there was
that's a good
nothing that could beat that.
There's 5 of them.
All right. So movies aside, is there anything
Any
else?
scene in Lord of the Rings.
What
is
about
better than
Attack of the
Jaws
Clones?
3D.
Just fucking sharks.
Not the first one, the second one.
Oh yeah, get him, let him.
It's about sharks fucking.
I think it's up there for me on the B movie. All right.
No one else with anything non-movie related? Mr. Bain?
Oh, it's the guy that overthrew the prison.
I mean, they let me out, right?
They did.
That's my villain.
Hell
my
yeah.
Did let him out.
Doesn't change my vote.
But that was it. That's just
I
all
think that was
right.
it. Yeah, that yeah.
That was hard as a TV.
Well,
That was good.
All right, close it out, Maximilian.
if there is no one else wanting to speak at the moment, no one else.
So
James Randal?
Like going once, going twice.
Going once, going twice.
Just end it.
Alrighty, no more questions, no more testimonies. The panel will be going aside to talk now.
Yep. Also, please don't be super loud, and also don't barge in there. We can hear you guys if you hit the gavel, so you know, maybe DOC or someone have someone popped up here with a taser or something. Yeah.
Feel free to talk
Hold
about
it.
movies as well if you want to.
Flashlight. I'm more competent than the DOC. I got you.
True.
All right, I guess that can work too.
Why don't you just stick Bundy up there with an M14?
Holden, you're in charge.
Sebastian, you can't be talking shit when it looks like you just crawled out of an open.
Thank you.
Let me move. I got in the way again. I'm so sorry. I forgot. I just defaulted. I'm sorry, Tiz. Let me move out of your way.
All right. Do we have everyone here present that we need?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and begin. If there are any outbursts and anyone that interrupts this, you'll be getting a 100 months, $25,000 fine and being sent to prison immediately. I'm not going to have somebody interrupt. I'm not going to deal with that today. Today we have heard. I will personally kill you. Okay. Today we heard testimony from numerous individuals on both sides of the aisle. The parole board was able to hear stories from everyone ranging from the affected police officers to members of the Department of Corrections and the defendants themselves. As a judge, we have to examine the facts brought before us and weigh them against the laws, the amendments in the Constitution of San Andreas that we're sworn to uphold. As a human being, however, we also have to weigh our morality and sense of right and wrong. Unfortunately, in the courtroom, there's really only room for one of those things. But today, I want to stand before you and do both. As a person, I obviously have my own sense of morality, and I understand quite clearly what is right and just and what is wrong. Today, I heard more about the ongoing corruption within the prison from geriatrics than I did about the victim, Wesley Arnold. I heard more about how Jerry was beat up by correctional officers and denied an attorney more than I heard about how remorseful he was for his actions. I heard from Mel Rickenbacker about how he wanted to sit home and watch TV from his couch, but nothing about how sorry he was for the pain he inflicted on Wesley Arnold's family, his friends, and his coworkers. As a judge, I heard nothing about the support structure from either the attorneys or the defendants themselves. And as a member of the parole board, I want to hear these things. I want to hear plans for the future, plans about what they want to do next after being released from prison. However, I must also weigh this with the fact that both defendants have served over 230 years in prison. This is several life sentences, and I have to be a judge and look at it from a different perspective and realize that I cannot hold somebody in prison indefinitely just because they did not react how I wanted them to react when it came to a sentence that lengthy. Had the two defendants only been in prison for 50 years, then I would have no problem sending them back for several more years while they appealed once more, but this time with feeling. 233 years in prison is a long time, and the courts have no legal grounds to keep them in prison longer than this. There are mention of riots and attacks in prisons and statements that the defendants will kill someone upon release, but unfortunately no evidence was presented and no facts were entered in on the docket or when pretrial motions were being reviewed. So with the above in mind, the parole board will be granting the defendant's request for parole with the following rules set forth. Each defendant is to be fined $1 million. This is because at the time of sentencing, they were sentenced to life without the possibility, life with the possibility of parole, but they were not fined. And this is after specifically checking with Justice Grayson himself on that fact. So $1 million. You will spend the next 50 years in the parole program where you abide by the following rules. You must check in every time you're awake with a member of PD via 311. During the 50 years in parole, you must meet with a state licensed psychiatrist and have them sign off that you are fit to reenter society. While in parole, you are to have a job and be gainfully employed. Officers can and will check in on your place of work to make sure you're there. Now, this can be any officer, or if a specific officer wants to volunteer, they're more than welcome to. I'm not going to force anybody to do that. You must also write a apology letter. This must be a sincere, real apology to the Rangers. I don't want this half-assed, I want to sit on my couch. I'm sorry that Wesley died. No, this is to be a real, sincere letter. You are not to deliver this yourselves. We were to give this to your attorneys so they can hand it off to a member of the Ranger Department. While in parole, you are not to commit any misdemeanors or felonies. If you do, you will go back to prison and serve the remaining time of your parole in prison. You must also do one act of community service and contribute something back to the community that you robbed. This can be anything that you choose, with the exception of the Scout program or anything related to working with animals. While in parole, you are not to partake in any drugs or alcohol, and officers will be permitted to perform random toxicology screenings. At the end of this, you must comply, during this, you must comply with officers and engage in good faith when requested. This does not mean that you are subject to random searches of yourself or your property without probable cause already being established. So if an officer asks you, to do something, you are to listen to them. You're not to run away. Okay? All right, and this is going to be the ruling of this court, but before I hit the gavel and end this and open this up for questioning, I do want to give each member of the board a chance to say something if they so choose. You guys have anything you want to add?
Oh, God.
Now is the time.
Can I ask a question?
No. Bryson, do you have anything you want to say?
Did you set the standard that any officer can fail their parole? Or are you making that go through a judge? You might want to elucidate that.
Okay. If it comes into question whether the defendant broke their parole and if they are to be sentenced back to prison, I need that to go through a judge first. I don't want just a random officer to come through, decide that they have failed, and send them up without speaking to a judge first and having that judge authorize that. Is that clear?
Clear.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have one question on that.
I'm not opening this up for questions yet.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you guys have anything that you want to say?
I have one thing I'll just say.
Okay.
I'll just say that this was not an easy decision. This was not a light decision. And I just want to remind both parolees that the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh. You know what I'm saying? What has been granted to you can be taken away. Should
Absolutely.
you break the conditions that have been laid forth before you, you're not going to be. We're not really the ones who actually decide. I mean, it will come to us to say if you broke your conditions or not. But you're the one who's going to have made those choices. That's going to be on you.
Did you guys decide on a condition that he's to leave the test of the fuck alone, or?
She said
She
not to.
didn't want that,
Okay.
no.
We
Mhm.
invited her wishes.
Just checking.
I will add on, though, that when it comes to the apology letter, I will have the Rangers forward it to the parole board so we can see it as well. And
if it's half-assed, we will fucking. You will hear.
if you write some fuck shit in there, we're going to see it, okay? I just want to make that abundantly clear. This
I
needs
don't
to
want
be
to see if
sincere.
there's any. I'm sorry you feel that way. No cop-out apologies. I swear to God.
Okay. At this time, we can open it up to only the prosecution and the defense attorneys for questions if you have any. But at this time, that is our verdict. I'll go ahead and post the conditions on the docket, as well as hand it off to members of PD and the defense attorneys, so you have that. No. He is still to be fined.
Just
Stick around. You haven't paid your fine yet.
It's almost.
Just bill me.
Your
Stay
Honor,
here.
I presume a
I've
member
been
of the
back
Department of
outside in a
Justice
year.
will be, issuing the bill.
Yeah.
What about Jerry?
Yeah.
We gotta go after that one.
I told them I had a job
After
lined
this,
up.
Mel, I've got good
They
news.
lied.
I came prepared.
Prune gang is not a job.
I wrote the letter for you.
Oh,
cool.
Your Honor,
Take care of the fine while I.
Perfect. You don't deserve this, man. You're innocent.
I assume when it
Well, I'm
comes
not,
to the infractions,
innocent.
it's not
No, I did.
it's not an arrest and then confirmed
I'm
by
okay
a
with it.
judge.
It was
It's
a
a
while ago.
conviction, so
You're
the
innocent. No, I
police
did.
have an option to
No,
fight
you're
it in
innocent.
court.
I'm not. No, if they get arrested and they speak to a judge and the judge decides that their parole is broken, I'm not waiting 3 weeks for an appeal to get through. Not playing that game.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ma'am, why do I?
Yeah.
They'd
go in and file their appeal.
Get my food. I can't.
Sure.
How am I going to do anything? The
Yeah,
DLC took
yeah.
forever.
Yeah, no worries. I got it. Thank you.
I don't know that it's gonna.
Any other judges?
Sorry. What?
Your Honor, I have placed a notation on both of the defendants' profiles. If you can just ensure the accuracy of that, insofar as their conditions are concerned.
I'm also going to post on the docket.
Hey, Father, I think someone's waiting for you in the lobby.
And as to
Thank you so much,
the
sir.
15% that's normally remitted
Thank
to
you so much
officers,
for
I would just
participating
request
again in
that,
society as a
the
functioning
full
member of
30,000 be deposited into the State
wanna
Ranger's
go.
account. You can get that from Tessa.
Hey, where's the kind DOC with
Over here.
the green hair? Is she around? Took my phone.
I need to relax.
Check in with
Me?
Yeah.
I'm quite
Here,
calm.
you can have my phone. It's fine. I have another.
Thank you.
I think you
You're the
know
one
what I
with the green
mean.
hair.
What do you mean? What the hell?
You're just kind of you look. What do you mean? Did you just hear the way you said what? It sounded like your blood pressure shot up like fucking 30 points.
You know how much ketamine I do a day in prison, and now y'all are going to be drug testing me?
Oh, and did it say,
I'm going to
like,
be
it's
a little
for,
on
yeah,
edge. We're just all going to have to accept that. Ketamine is like heroin for.
cigarettes once, and I was really fucked up. I was very.
I don't know if I want
No.
this.
Ketamine's like heroin, but for teenage girls from Pennsylvania. So like,
I'm familiar with the K-hole.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't need to be reminded
Yeah.
of that EDC. Anyway. Looks like you got yourself your phone.
Yeah, I want to see. I'm wondering who like the last people to contact me were.
Judge Vaughn.
All right, don't fuck this up now. All right, hi.
I won't.
Yes, come forward. The
I
questions.
texted-
You said
I
you had
texted
one.
Eugene-
Antigone and me. Come
Hey,
up here.
fucko! It finally happened. They gave me life. Killed a cop, lol. Anyway,
hold
supposed to be
on.
contacting a judge right now, but I
Before
figured you'd
we
like
do
this
that,
pic.
Have they been billed yet?
XOXO kisses.
I billed both of them. They're done.
Okay. Would
Yep,
you
I came
be
back
able
here to
to
confirm.
work with Ranger Bunny to make sure that the 30K that the officers are owed for that
I
gets
will.
deposited to the
Yeah.
Ranger?
Which
I
who
don't-
are we
I don't
paying
have
it
that.
to?
I'd like it paid to the State Rangers Fund. I don't
State
have
Rangers
access
Fund.
to that account. You'll have to
I
check
will.
with Tessa.
Yeah, if you can give me the bank ID, I will pay it over.
Okay, perfect. I'll get that from her.
Is that the one from the scouts, or is that the actual
Was that
Ranger
Fought?
budget?
The actual
It's Fought.
Ranger budget.
Okay.
Your Honor,
okay.
can we oil these damn doors so like it could be easier for people with disabilities?
Oh, it's easier if you go in through like backwards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was kind of funny.
Highlight of cold case for me.
Thank you,
Yep,
Your Honor.
see?
You're a genius.
My God, is that the secret?
You're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Does Tessa need a driving instructor?
No. Just leave. For the love of God.
Just leave?
No,
Okay.
for your own advice, just please leave Tessa alone.
Okay.
For your own advice, okay?
Okay.
Swear to God, Mel.
Swear to God. Yeah, you're looking to see if we could do an expungement for Abdul, like former Mayor Abdul.
Oh, I like Abdul. Yeah.
Judge Weston, would you be able to hear?
You do.
Did he
it.
like
You
submit
said-
all the stuff? I think I did his first expungement actually.
We are
Can I
okay.
go?
We just need to hear it.
Yeah, have you been
Alright.
billed yet? You
We did it, Abdul.
Congratulations,
Thank you. Hey,
Good
if my
man.
car was taken from me because it had a badge, how do I go get a new one?
Actually, it was better yesterday.
You go speak to you'll find a guy outside of PDM.
Okay.
Not the PDM at Otto's Autos.
Old
the
PDM?
classic PDM.
Okay, all right.
Old one, yes.
Okay.
Go talk to that guy and you'll know what to do.
All right. Thanks, Abdul.
Yeah, you're
No problem, Habibi.
All right.
you did good.